Most people move to State College thinking that it's just a quiet little college town. But when they actually get here, they realize something completely different. Some people fall in love with it immediately, and others, well, they get hit with a few surprises they definitely weren't expecting. Because Happy Valley is a bit of a strange place. It's not really a city, it's not really completely rural, and it's definitely not just a college town. After living here for almost 2 decades now and helping a lot of people move to the area, I've noticed something interesting. People who move here tend to either absolutely love it, or there are a few things that slowly start to drive them crazy. So in this video, I'm going to break down some of the real pros and cons of living here in State College, Pennsylvania, so that you can decide whether Happy Valley is actually the right place for you. And stick around, because one of the biggest downsides surprises almost everyone moving here. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jared Ernico. I'm a realtor here at State College and throughout Centre County. Most of what I do is help people relocate into this area, which means I spend a lot of time explaining what life is actually like here. But I'm also a local. I've lived here for about 18 years, and what keeps me here is something that's pretty unique. Within 10 minutes, I can be downtown grabbing dinner, meeting friends for a drink, riding my bike through town, and then 10 minutes later, I can be standing in the middle of the Rothrock State Forest. So that combination of college town energy, small town feel, and serious outdoor access is what makes Happy Valley really different. So let's start with the things that people actually love the most about this area. The first thing that makes this area special is how quickly you can get outside. And I don't mean just some small little park. I mean real wilderness. Within minutes of town, you have places like the Rothrock State Forest, the Bald Eagle State Forest, Tussey Mountain, Mount Nittany, Whipple Dam State Park, Bald Eagle State Park, State Game Lands 176. This area is honestly an outdoor playground. You can mountain bike, hike, trail run, rock climb, fish, kayak, and a lot of people who move here are shocked at how close everything is. From my house, I can actually hop on my mountain bike and be on great single track trails that are less than a mile from my house. And I live right in town. You could literally live in town and still be trail running before breakfast. That's one of the biggest reasons people stay here long term. But outdoor access is only part of the story. What really makes State College unique is something most towns this size don't have at all. The second big advantage is the balance between small town living and big university amenities. Because Penn State is here, we have access to things towns this size normally don't. Things like Big Ten athletics, concerts and events, performing arts and theater, strong healthcare systems, great gyms and fitness options. And downtown State College is very walkable. You can walk to coffee shops, restaurants, bookstores, local businesses, and for a town this size, it actually punches way above its weight. But one of the biggest reasons families move here isn't sports or restaurants, it's something simpler. Pro number 3, safety. State College has a reputation for being a very safe place to live. Crime rates are relatively low compared to most places, and it's the type of town where people are out walking their dogs late at night, riding their bikes everywhere, feeling comfortable raising their families in general. That sense of safety is a big reason why people who move here end up staying here long term. Quick pause for just a second. If you're thinking about moving to State College or anywhere in Centre County, go ahead, hit that subscribe button below. I make weekly videos breaking down what it's really like to live here. The good, the bad, and the stuff nobody tells you until after you move. All right, now let's talk about the cons, because every place has them. The first downside is the winter weather. The temperatures honestly aren't the worst part, it's the gray skies. We sometimes get stretches where the sky stays cloudy for days or even weeks. If you're relocating from somewhere with a lot of sunshine, you're definitely gonna notice the difference. It's not a deal breaker for most people, but it's one of the first things newcomers mention. The second surprise are football weekends. Penn State home games bring well over 100,000 people into town. And when that happens, traffic gets wild, restaurants get packed, parking becomes a challenge. Now, the energy is incredible if you're going to the game, and I highly recommend either going to the game or just going down to tailgate. You're gonna have a fantastic time, I promise you that. But if you're not going to the game or tailgating, sometimes the best move is to stay home and avoid the chaos. Hole up at home for a watch party, or maybe even go take advantage of all those outdoor activities that I mentioned earlier. The fact is, game day weekends are busy, and you will likely need your own game plan no matter what you're gonna get into. Another small downside is the airport. State College does have its own airport, which is actually impressive for a town this size. Now, some people would argue that the airport is actually a pro, and I don't completely disagree with that. It is nice to be big enough to have an airport that only charges $6 a day for long-term parking and maybe only costs around $10 to $15 for an Uber ride, but most flights require a connection through another city, usually places like Philadelphia, Chicago, Washington, D.C. So traveling usually involves an extra step. I travel a lot, and it's not uncommon to have flights delayed, as you well know. So when traveling back to State College, that can pose a problem. If you miss the last flight back to State College for the day, you either have to rent a car or wait until the morning to catch the next flight. It's not always a huge problem, but it's definitely something that people should know about. This one is a big one. Housing inventory in this area can be very tight. Part of that comes from development restrictions and local politics that make it difficult to build new housing quickly. And when you combine that with Penn State jobs, strong healthcare employment, and limited supply, you get very competitive housing demand. Homes closer to campus especially can get expensive compared to the surrounding areas. Now, this is a topic that is obviously very dynamic and it has a lot of moving parts. I'm not going to get into all of it right now, but probably do another video on this at some other time. Just know that we have an inventory issue here in Centre County, just like a lot of places across the country. Another honest downside is limited restaurants and shopping. Now, don't get me wrong, there are definitely some great local spots. But if you're moving here from a large metro area like New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., the selection can feel a little limited. It is improving every year, but locals will tell you there's still room for growth. One thing people relocating here always ask is, where should I live? And the cool thing about this area is how much the vibe changes within 20 to 30 minutes. For example, you've got Boalsburg, a charming historic town just south of State College with restaurants and a brewery and some local shopping. You've got Lemont, which is minutes from Penn State, but it feels like it's its own village and has a great coffee shop. Love Cafe Lemont. Then you got Pine Grove Mills, which is right on the edge of the Rothrock State Forest. You've got historic Bellefonte and all of its beautiful architecture in Talleyrand Park. Then you've got Penns Valley with rolling farmland, where you have Amish neighbors and incredible views. Then at the end of Penns Valley, you have Millheim. It has small town feel with great local spots like the Elk Creek Cafe. You can drive 20 minutes in any direction and the entire environment changes. And that leads to something people often misunderstand about State College. So what's the misconception? A lot of people assume the entire town revolves around Penn State. And while Penn State is obviously a huge influence, there's actually a lot more here. You've got all of the outdoor recreation that we've talked about. You've got arts and theater, strong small businesses, great schools, and a surprisingly diverse community of people. This isn't just a college town. It's a place where people actually build long-term lives. I came here for Penn State, met my wife, and I never left. It's a great place to live. Wrapping up, So is Happy Valley the right place for you? If you love outdoor access, safe communities, small town living with energy, and the influence of a major university, you'll probably love it here. If you need big city nightlife, constant sunshine, endless shopping, it might feel a little quiet. But for a lot of people, that balance is exactly what makes Happy Valley special. And once people move here, they tend to stick around for a long time.